summer. We are at the Burrillville High School Media Center, 425 East Avenue in Harrisville, Rhode Island. And we'll now stand by for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and we are all here. And today we have recognition of some wonderful people who it's kind of sad that we're losing you, but really happy that you're going for this good stuff now. You can do what you want when you want.
So thank you, Chair St. Pierre. So tonight we have 6 members of our Burrillville school family that are retiring, 4 of which are with us tonight. So we wanted to recognize them, take a few minutes out of our meeting to thank them for all of their great work over the years and recognize them a bit. And we have a official citation prepared for each of them. And I will talk a little about them, and the chair will pass out these citations. And we're going to start with our most tenured employee that's retiring, who's been here for 38 years. 38 years of service beginning in 1986. She must have been very, very young when she started.
She was a baby.
So Cheryl Hopkins was a teacher assistant, again, was here for 38 years. The citation reads, be it hereby known to all, the Burrillville School Department extends sincere appreciation and gratitude to Cheryl Hopkins for her 38 years of service in the Burrillville Public Schools. Your commitment to our students is greatly appreciated. Thank you for all that you have done for our school community. Go Broncos. Given this 11th day of June 2024. I'm just going to go right to the podium, Cheryl. Just for a photo op. Yeah, microphone.
Yeah, let's make a good idea.
Save some steps. Stay here. So our next retiree has spent 33 years as a classroom teacher here in Burrillville, and you know, the countless lives of students that she's taught and that she's touched cannot be measured. So deepest and sincere appreciation and gratitude to Rachel Leclerc.
We'll get you a new one.
No, leave it.
That was a cheesy friggin' video.
Did you put this together?
Just for the record, our CTE program did not build that frame.
All right. And I'll take the rest of it. All right. Sorry.
We'll reframe it.
Take a picture yet? I'll have my husband do one.
That's so fun.
We'll reframe it.
I'm not worried. All right. It's okay, thank you. Sorry. I hope it's not I hope it's not a picture of a. Oh, no. It's a blessing? Oh, great.
Back to work.
Okay.
One more year, sorry.
It's not I have to work to pay that.
Okay, thank you. Our next retiree has spent 18 years as our assistant rink director. Many of you, I'm sure, have spent time in the rink, and you'll notice he's kind of the man behind the scenes, helping make sure that the Levy rink is well run, which obviously it always is. So Big loss to the district is Mr. Alan Connors.
Don't drop it.
And our last retiree, honoree tonight, excuse me, last but certainly not least, has spent 12 years for service to the Burrillville schools, both as a paraprofessional and custodian, most recently as a paraprofessional. Mr. Bob has been, Mr. Bob, as he's called by the kids, has been really well-known around the schools. Kids love him when they see him with his suspenders. Bob Orban.
Hope this wasn't made by the Levy kids.
And at this time, we're going to take a little break because we have some celebrating to do.
Super. Jacob, you want to let us know when we're clear?
go, and we're back. We are up to consent agenda as of right now. Approval of minutes, warrants, and invoices, and bids.
Okay, Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the May 14th, 2024 executive session, the May 14th regular session, as well as the May 28th executive session, and there'll be a subsequent motion for the sealing of the minutes, I think. So we'll stick with the first three on that first motion.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Madam Chair, can I make I should have taken this separately. I was not present at the May 28th executive session, so I'll recuse myself of approval of those minutes.
Okay. Do I have a motion for that?
Need a motion?
To seal the minutes, actually.
And then that's the separate motion, but I was not at that executive session, so I didn't want to approve, be part of the approval.
Accept the May 28th executive session minutes.
Okay, and we also want to seal them also. Seal them.
And seal the minutes.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Who was the second?
Jill.
Jim. Okay, do we have warrants and invoices? I think we
Yes.
might have
Oh,
one.
sorry.
Yes,
Madam
we
Chair,
do.
I'll make a motion to approve the school warrant number 11 for the month of May dated June 11th for grand total expenditures of $2,477,344.32.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And bids, we have none, right? Okay. Presentation by the public to the school committee. We seem to have none, so we're going to move on. Public comment. And we don't seem to have any. And personnel, leaves of absence, retirements, resignations, and appointments.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the leave of absence for Craig Boucher, physical education teacher, 2024-2025 school year.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have no,
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion also to approve the retirement, Robert Orban, teacher assistant, Austin T. Levy, effective July 31st, 2024.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye. And Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the resignation of Joelle Harrington, school psychologist, Burrillville Middle School, effective August 25th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And make a motion to receive and file the subsequent appointments as presented.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The next thing is old business, fiscal year '24 Burrillville School Department budget update and transfer recommendation.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to receive and file the budget update and also to approve the various transfers of funds as recommended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're all set. Rink budget, fiscal year '24.
Motion to receive and file?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
P5282.7, family and medical leave policy, second reading approval.
I'll make a motion to approve?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And the next thing is superintendent's report.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Just a couple of items on my report tonight. We were notified this week that we've received a Get the Foam Out grant for approximately $72,000. This is coming from the Department of Education and will provide new equipment in our school kitchens. That includes a new dishwasher and several other small pieces of equipment across all of our schools. Program aims to eliminate styrofoam and styrofoam trays in all schools. So tonight we have a memorandum of agreement from the Department of Education. I'm going to be asking school committee members to sign that tonight. That will execute that grant. Again, that's for a total of about $72,000 and will impact all of our school kitchens. Next, wanted to give you a quick budget update. As you know, the General Assembly recently revised the fiscal year '25 budget to increase funds to public schools. Our state aid that's earmarked for Burrillville has increased by roughly $265,000, so obviously that's great news. If the budget passes as expected, the state budget, our budget requests from the town would only be about $110,000 less than the town manager's recommendation. As you know, the town public budget meeting is scheduled for tomorrow evening at 7 in the town council chambers. I'm hopeful that we'll continue to work collaboratively with the council, and our budget requests will be fully met. Several options that the town has with the new state aid. I'm not sure what that's gonna look like, but again, certainly hopeful and certainly good news, the additional funds from the General Assembly's revised budget. So I'm looking tonight to schedule a special school committee meeting for Friday of this week, June 14th, to recall teachers that received non-renewal letters due to the budget uncertainty. Certainly after the meeting tomorrow night, we'll know what our budget looks like, if our full request is met. Of the 39 teachers that received non-renewal letters, only 4 will be non-renewed, so we can call back the vast majority of teachers that were laid off. Of those 4 teachers that will be non-renewed, 3 were in one-year-only positions, so they were well aware of the one-year-only status of those positions at the start of the year. And additionally, 2 teachers will be recalled to positions that were reduced to part-time. Of course, this is all pending what the budget numbers look like and what is approved by the town council tomorrow. But if things go as expected, I'd like to have that special school committee meeting sometime on Friday. We do need 48 hours to post the agenda, so the earliest we can have that meeting is Friday. Meeting will be, if I can post the meeting tomorrow, then we can have the meeting on Friday, go over the recall list on Thursday to make sure everything's correct based on the budget, and then call folks back on Friday to give them as much notice of their positions for next year as possible.
Dr. Slater, can that be partially a virtual meeting, or is that mandatory we be in person for that?
I think it could be virtual, but I think we need a quorum in person. So we need at least 4 members in person.
And what time do you think would do that?
I was thinking 2 o'clock, but I'll certainly defer to whatever works for the committee.
How long do you think it'll be?
The only thing on the agenda is gonna be recalled
Okay.
teachers, so there'll be one thing on the agenda, it'll be a 5-minute meeting at most.
Can we do first thing in the morning? Like,
Like, no, okay, just the
only
8th grade.
because we have
The middle school is
moving up.
having, they're
Stair Farm's moving up.
Stair
Moving up
Farms,
Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
it's all Friday.
it's true.
And then these middle
Farm
school.
is
Yeah,
10
those are
o'clock.
10 o'clock is Stair Farm, and the middle school moving up ceremony is 6,
And
So we can have it-
Callahan is 10:30,
10 and 11 if 2.
10 and 11?
So we could have it in the morning prior to those, or in the afternoon after those. Morning might be tough, because we have to post the agenda for 48 hours. That won't give us a lot of time tomorrow to post it.
I could make that work.
2 o'clock Friday?
Yeah.
I
or-
can't do 2.
5
As long as we have 4 members. 1, 2, 3,
I'm all set.
Yeah.
Anybody down here?
excellent. As long as we have 4, we're good.
Possibly.
2 o'clock?
All right,
2 o'clock Friday.
So 2 o'clock?
so 2 o'clock on Friday? We'll get
Uh,
that agenda out. It'll be at central office.
Yeah.
Even though I can't be there physically, I can be there virtually. Yeah, I'll send a link.
So
Thank you.
that's the 14th,
That should be a very quick meeting. Again, there'll just be the one item on that, which will be the recall of teachers.
so it's at 2 o'clock.
We'll get that agenda out tomorrow.
Okay, that's wonderful.
And finally, as we all know, graduation was held last Friday. As always, it was a fantastic event. Great to see so many smiling faces and so many successful graduates. Just wanted to congratulate the class of 2024 and their families, and thank our teachers and staff for all their hard work and dedication. Special thanks to our administrative team at the high school and our graduation committee, who worked so hard to get everything in place for a successful night. So congratulations, class of 2024. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Salito. And the next thing is administrators' report. I'd like to thank all our wonderful administrators for everything that they do. And
Yeah, that was a good
they have a
report.
wonderful summer,
There's a lot in there this
working
week.
summer
That's good.
at bat, but get some vacation in a little bit there.
I'll make a motion to receive and file.
Second.
Second.
With a big, what did Dottie used to say, with a
Big
big
thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
Oh, and thank you for the whole school year, everything they've done, not just,
Just a note that the administrative reports will be on hiatus for the summer.
Yeah,
Return in October.
very good.
Excellent.
Next thing is reports of school committee subcommittees.
I can go.
You have one?
Yep.
Oh, good.
So, Robin, Mike, and I attended a Healthy School Meals for All conference type thing at Johnston and Wales. It was very, very cool. It was in the Johnston and Wales like food museum, culinary museum, food museum, culinary museum. And it was a lot about, like, you know, the kind of the direction of what the you know, trying to make school meals healthier and everything else. And the biggest takeaway kind of for me was that they're really, really pushing to try to get healthy school meals for all the kids, like we did last year with, like, during COVID times. So because they're realizing that a lot of these kids just have tons of food insecurity. So there's a website. It's called Rhode Island School Meals for All.com. And if you go there, there's a whole bunch of facts about, like, just the research and all of that. And there's also a link to reach out to your legislators to let them know that you support this. I had posted it, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I had posted it on my personal page, and I had asked everybody to share it if they felt, you know,
What
the
is it,
same.
Rhode Island School Meals for All?
Healthy School Meals for All. But it's, yeah, there are a lot of kids that, you know, that's their only meal. And, you know, this, even just looking at this, the stigma, like, some of them are going to school and they're not eating because they don't want their parents to get a bill, right? Like, if they eat and then the school sends their parents a bill, but their parents are already inundated with bills, it's like, so they won't eat. So, yeah, so there's a lot that these people have done, really, like, a lot to kind of get all this out. So if you could just look into that, and if you support it, that would be great.
I'm sure there's tons of data out there that talk about kids eating, you know,
Yep.
learning, and you know, how important that is. Because Sylvia and I went to a seminar, and they talked about that, and how important it is for kids to have full bellies.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, the research shows that
Yeah.
if they don't eat, then their brain is,
Yep.
they're gonna be falling
Yep.
asleep and everything else. So if we can
Especially
supply,
the little ones.
Right.
You know, yeah.
And Massachusetts is doing that this year. They are doing it.
yeah,
Nice.
so, but
It's common sense.
it was a good event, and, you know, I think we should all really try to support it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Jill. Do you have any others? We all set?
No.
And correspondence and communication? And having none?
We have none.
New business, homeschool applications.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the homeschool applications as presented.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion vote 2024 to 2025 student handbooks.
Make a motion to approve the handbooks as presented.
I'll second.
Okay, there are 3 handbooks, elementary, middle school, and high school.
Correct.
So is that what we're doing? Is that what you said you wanted to do?
I
all
would
3?
approve all 3. I just wanted a clarification. The items in red were the changes to the original, right? So
Correct.
that was the
That would be
focus on
discussion.
that, yeah.
Second?
Okay, is there discussion? No? Having none? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval of first reading for 6 updated school committee policies. And we're going to take them as, should I just read them off?
Just read them off. You can take them as a whole if you'd like.
Okay. P 6614, P 6616, P 6616.1, P 6617, P 6618, and P 6637. Do I have a motion to?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Discussion vote eliminating 5 obsolete school committee policies.
Madam Chair, can I make a motion to table the first P1710 philosophy till next meeting and separate that from the remaining items.
Do I have a second for that?
Which one?
The first one,
I second that.
1710.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor to table till next meeting?
Aye.
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 Is there any opposed? None, so we will table that. And the next ones are obsolete, P 3330, P 3340, P 3512, and P 6433. Do I have a motion to eliminate?
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor to eliminate?
Aye.
Aye. Sounds good. Committee comments on agenda items, number 13. And hearing none. 14, pending issues, artificial field update.
So I can give you a quick update. As you can see on the school grounds, the demolition of the field is well underway. They're leveling the surfaces out there. I believe there is going to be, not at tomorrow night's meeting, but at the next town council meeting, some discussion about the field on the agenda, some concerns that some folks may have had. But things are going, as far as I know, things are going well with the construction process. I do have a couple of meetings over the next few weeks with folks to give me a more definite update on those, and I can fill you in on July, if not before, regarding where we stand with the progress in the artificial turf field.
Like, who will be communicating, like, whenever there's a big construction project with buildings, you usually see some regular communications of the status of where it is at, like stage 1, stage 2, maybe a little bit of social media. Is that gonna be on the town, or?
Because it's a town project, it should be on the town, but I'll talk to the town manager and council president about that, make sure we get regular updates and let the community know what's going on with the
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Agreed.
We still have a meeting to decide who will do the maintenance.
Yes, that's upcoming.
That's upcoming?
That's upcoming probably in July after the holiday.
Thank you. Okay. Does anyone else have any more comments? And then that last thing, 15, adjournment.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a nice summer.
you.
Happy